Hi guys, this is Alex from Mesa Lifestyle. I hope you guys are doing well. So earlier this week, I think it was on Tuesday, I saw some of the simplicity patterns already at Joann's and they were out there and I took a glance at them really quick. I posted a couple of pictures on Instagram and I said, you know what? I'll come back when there's a sale. So I've purchased a couple of things this month, not a ton because there have not been a ton of pattern releases and what has been out there. Not a lot of things have caught my eye. So I have pretty much passed on a lot of them, but I have purchased some patterns, some things at the thrift store, and I will show you what I got. But afterwards, I want to talk to you about something else, and it's kind of been on my mind. So I wonder what are you guys thinking, and how patterns are evolving through our eyes and slowly. But I think the changes are going to be kind of moving forward, and obviously this is just speculation. What I think we can see in the future, and you wonder if anyway. All right, let's get to patterns. Let's get there. So I've been thrifting, right? I have been thrifting and we're on spring break and my daughter wanted to go thrifting. She goes, but she never finds things. And I usually tell her it's kind of like a hit or miss, right? Sometimes you go and you find things, but I would say 80% of the time you don't. If you're really looking at something that you want and you like at the right price, then right, it's really kind of like the luck of the draw. And what is there today may not be there tomorrow because it's just one of a kind. But let me show you what I got. So I was looking through our thrift store and I found this pattern. So this is a vintage skinny jeans pattern from Calvin Klein. They don't fit me. They fit my daughter. This is size 14. And let me show you guys, right? The line drawings in the back. Kind of fun. I got it for $1, which I love it. I looked it up on Etsy. Somebody was selling the same pattern for like $20. I was like, whoa. But I got this pattern mainly because I just want to see the instructions and the construction. So I got that pattern. Then I also got this Kwik butterick. And, you know, they call it unisex, but it really looks more like a men's pattern. And I believe that's the case because the measurements that they give you is chest, waist, and hip. I mean, I guess it could be bust, right? Instead of chest. But ladies, we don't call this the chest. We call it the bust. But size 40, of course, it's going to have some ease. So I thought that was a fun pattern to get. Again, 99 cents, can't beat it. And then I got this pattern and it's a quick sew, but I love the drawing with like the guy in the mustache and the sunglasses and the big muscles, right? It's just like completely, totally, I don't know if to call it funny, right? But I don't even know when is this pattern. I have to check when was this printed, right? I think you can always go and look that one up, but it's a men's raglan sleeve sweatshirt. So there you have it. Again, 99 cents. I don't know about this pull through, but you never know, right? And then I told you guys I buy a lot of things off of Etsy. Sometimes it may be a pattern that I completely missed, the boat. It's just like it was just there last week and it's no longer there, or I wanted to buy it online and it's no longer available. And I saw this pattern from Sally, and I don't remember her Instagram, but she had made a shirt with this pattern. And also McCall's had come out with that dress that's gathered in the front, and it's got that open belly situation going on and then gathers at the hip. So I remember this pattern and I had wanted it for a long time, but guys, I never got it. So I went and got it off of Etsy, and I got it mostly because I felt that was a pretty nice top, and of course I can make a dress out of it. So this is McCall's 7812. It's out of print. I was able to get it on Etsy for a pretty reasonable price, right? Once you add the shipping, okay, it's not too bad, but at least under $8. So, and I already have fabric for this because again, it's one of those summer tops that I want to make for myself. And then I also got this Simplicity anorak pattern. It's 88.43, right? And I loved it. I don't know if this is lined. I do not believe this is lined, but this is perfect. Just a couple of light jackets. Would love to see if I can get something in like a green, maybe like a Kelly green, something sateen, just something. So I have to find fabric for this. I think this would be a nice spring, light summer jacket, maybe even for like a rainy day. And guys, then I picked up some of these new Simplicity patterns. And I have so many questions about them. I really would love to see what Lindsay has to say. And they are, as of the time that I'm making this video, the patterns are not on the website. Again, they are not on the Simplicity website. So I really would love to see and get more information about some of these patterns. So, and let me see the number. Hold on, guys, because it has a number off the rack, right? Which is different from the number. So this is Simplicity 9546. Yes, 9546. Love that top. Reminds me of the sage, I think it's a sage bush or brush top, that it's from an indie pattern company. I don't have that pattern. I think it's from the Friday pattern company, but it reminds me a lot about it, right? And guys, I was looking for my size range, right? This pattern comes from, if you look at it, it says from 4 to 16, right? 4 to 16. I'm like, okay, well, where's my usual pattern, right? My usual size, usually 18, 20. And I'm like, well, let's look at the back of the envelope. And we're starting to see some of the changes from Mimi G. So you have finished garment measurements. But then I started looking at these finished garment measurements and I'm putting it up, right? But the largest finished garment measurement for A, which is this one right here, right? And I know it's gonna have some ease. It's not tight, it's loose. But the finished garment measurements for size 16, it's 60 inches and a half. 60 inches and a half, right? And they're saying that this is for someone with a bust of 38. You do the math. So I really wonder, is that right? So hence why I say I would really like to know. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's the width at the bottom. No, that says it's the bust. So I look at this pattern and I'm like, well, perhaps I don't make this. And I wait to see the website. Perhaps Lindsay from Inside the Hem, she can tell me if I'm reading that right, if that's a typo, right? And we try looking for the next size up to see if there's another size for this range, this pattern. And the lady at the store told me, nope, that's all they sent us. There was no catalog in the store, so I cannot check and see if there's another right size range for this. This was it. It's cute. I really kind of like this. I can see myself making this in like a rayon challis, perhaps some cotton lawns, and going about my way with a pair of shorts, right? Cute. Talking about shorts. These are kind of cute too. So let me show you the pattern. And I think this is a great pattern because you have shorts, you have long pants, right? With stretchy waistbands, and a skirt, pockets. I love it. And again, you have finished garment measurements. They're right there. right? But these go up to size 18, right? And the finished garment measurement for the hip, for the largest one is 45 and a half. And that, guys, is for the shorts. For the shorts, 45 and a half. So again, I asked the lady, is there another size range for this? And she said, nope, this is all they sent us. So I'm wondering if we are going to see another size range for this. And if you are looking at some of these patterns, definitely take a good look at them. Make sure that you are buying the correct size for you. So just heads up on that. I'm keeping my receipt on this. But absolutely adorable. And if this is the only size range, guess what? I'll be playing with the seam allowances and giving myself a little extra room on that. And then I also got this other pattern, and I know everybody has been posting this one on Instagram, and I think it's great that they are doing size inclusive on all of these patterns, or I believe some of them. Not all of them, but I saw quite a bit of them. So this is 95.50, and this is a top, and I believe those are pants. And sorry about all the noise, guys. My family is here today, and as much as I ask them to be quiet, they're here. So it is a $95.50, and I believe that what Mimi is wearing is just pants, just shorts, right? And this also comes in a skirt. Absolutely adorable. I don't know about the top. Perhaps I can even make that into a dress, which I suspect I may, but I love the skirt on this and I kept it. This pattern comes in 3 size ranges. I believe it's from like 4 to 12 or 4 to 14, 14 to 22, which is the one I have. And then they have another size range with a needle in the bell. That's what she's called in the front cover. I think it's awesome that they're putting someone that sews in the cover, right? And including inclusive size range. And then, guys, I saw some other things and I took some pictures of it, but I'm not going to show them to you because here's my next question. And I've been wondering about this, and I know some of you are too. Where's Butterick? So again, right, that question that it's kind of simmering in my mind. Where's Butterick? They do, it seems like they do 2 collections a year. They do spring and they do fall. Spring was released in March, first week in March in 2021. And fall was released in July of 2021. Thank you, Lindsay from Inside the Hem, for those first impression videos for those dates, right? So around those dates, that's when these patterns were released. We're at end of March of 2022. It's been a couple of months. Where is Butterick, right? And obviously, you hear things from people on other websites and you kind of, okay, piece things together. And until I hear it from the horse's mouth, meaning the company itself, right? I don't know what's happening. I'm just a consumer waiting. So while I wait, I felt like it's time to start looking at indie brands, right? And I look at a small amount of them, right? One, companies that print patterns like By Hand London or Classic Core. And I know Classic Core just released some new patterns earlier this week. They're lingerie, beautiful, but again, they're only in PDF. So I don't want to make lingerie right now or robes or any of that. So it's not something I'm considering purchasing and making an investment at this time. But alllll, who owns By Hand London in the United Kingdom, she put a blog post on the cost of printing tissue paper in the US, and of course shipping it and importing it to the UK to then sell printed patterns, and how she felt that at this time it was not in her best interest to continue doing that because it's not profitable. Right? I get it. As a business owner, you have to look at those things and the costs and weigh the outcomes, and especially if the people that are purchasing your product are doing it electronically. So I am looking at other indie companies. I'm not so happy about all the printing and all the ink I'm using and all the time I'm spending just cutting, gluing patterns and all that good stuff. So I definitely have to just pull up a bunch of them together and just send them to a large scale printer, just to save time and just paper and waste. I got plenty of patterns here to keep me busy in between. So I've purchased some of that. But again, where is Butterick? I know we lost Kwik, so they shifted gears. They said that they were going to be doing crafting. And then after they sold all the crafting and all the apparel patterns out there, and after the big sales, they're gone. Sayonara. So we're seeing some of these changes, right? And I'm not gonna say, are they getting rid of Butterick? Right? Is that next on the chopping block? Is it not selling well? Obviously, it's targeted to people my age, the older crowd, right? That doesn't like showing belly buttons, or, right? It's more for the modest person. Usually it's the older crowd, and that's okay. And again, I'm not saying that they're getting rid of it. That's not what I'm saying, but I feel like it's been forgotten. So, or is just Simplicity just going to suck them up and those patterns will be released through Simplicity? I don't know. I'm waiting here to see. In the meantime, I'm looking at indie patterns. So what did you guys see from this last release from Simplicity? I don't believe that they're all out there, but some of those patterns are out. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think is going on in the world of printed patterns? Let me know in the comments. And guys, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys next week.